Hey bakers, okay, so a while ago, one of you guys asked me if I had a really good recipe for white bread. And I do, and I saved your comment to reply with the video, and then I lost said comment. So if it's you, please respond to this so I know who you are so I can acknowledge you. And I'm sorry it took so long to get to this, but we're doing it today. Okay, so in your stand mixer, or you can do this by hand, either way, it doesn't matter. You're gonna put 1 teaspoon of sugar. You're gonna put 1 cup of lukewarm water between 105 and 110 degrees. Why not higher? Because if you go higher, that heat is gonna kill all those beautiful live bacteria in this yeast, and therefore it won't do that beautifulness of rising up. And then you need 2 1/4 teaspoons, this doesn't want to open, of yeast. Active dry yeast, instant yeast, whatever you want to use. You just need 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast. And you're gonna put this in there. And you're gonna let this sit for 15 minutes until it gets foamy. I don't know why I said it like that. I've had a lot of coffee today, sorry. All right, bakers, once your yeast is nice and foamy, you are gonna add 2/3 of a cup more of lukewarm water. You're gonna add 1 tablespoon more of honey, agave syrup, or sugar. Pick one that you want. I'm gonna make this a honey white, so that's why I'm doing that. You're gonna do, how much salt did I say? 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of room temperature butter. Okay, maybe open it all the way, Bailey. And then you're gonna use your hook attachment. And when you start to turn your machine on and slowly go with your hook attachment, you're gonna slowly add 4.5 cups of flour. Wheat flour, whole grain flour, gluten-free flour, just not almond. It needs to be a 1-to-1 equivalent flour. And get this all mixed up and let it knead once you have all your flour in for 9 to 12 minutes. When your dough is fully kneaded, what you're going to do is you're going to take a well-greased bowl, plop your dough into your well-greased bowl, cover it with a towel, and put it in a warmish, dry space. I like to use my microwave for 1 hour so it'll rise up. All right, I'll see you in the technological world. 1 hour. It's like 3 seconds, not even. Hey bakers, okay, so our bread has been sitting for an hour. So now what we need to do is we need a well-floured surface. And we're gonna just dump out our bread and we're gonna roll it out and give it a little knead. There she goes. Oh, look at how pretty she is. And I don't leave anything in there. I get her all because I don't want to miss out on anything. So give her a little bit of a knead. Now, you can either bake this in 2 loaf pans, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these in mini ones. I have this cool little like 4 loaf pan, and then I have this. I feel like it's going to fit into this solely. So what I'm going to do is sprinkle a little flour on my dough, and give it a little knead. And then I'm going to divide it equally into my 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm going to take my balls. I'm going to place my balls in my pan, long ways, stretch them out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in on a cookie sheet, and I'm going to cover them up for another 10 minutes so they can rise. Again, one last time for about 10-15 minutes. And then I'm going to pop them in a 300-degree oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. Now, how do you know when it's done? Stick a toothpick in the center. If it comes out clean, they're done. You want that nice hard crack on the top. That's what we're looking for. Now, you can also take melted butter and brush these with melted butter and douse them with some garlic powder or some seasoning that you want to make it have that nice, beautiful shine to it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just paint these with a little bit of butter, and then we will be all set to have this amazing white bread. And it's going to, all right, as I was saying before my video cut out, and what I'm doing right now is I'm just brushing them with a little bit of melted butter so they get a nice golden brown color to them. I'm making scratch-made chicken pot pie soup tonight, so this is going to go heavenly with it. All right, so where's my top? I'm going to cover these again for about 10 minutes so they get a good rise on them, and then I'm going to pop them in an oven and I am so glad I get to eat these before the soup tonight because I can't wait because it smells amazing. I have my soup going. I have my bread going. Wait till you hear that amazing crack. All right, bakers. So we have risen again. I have my loaves. And I'm going to stick them in my oven. Remember, you want that nice hard crack on the outside. Stick a toothpick in. If it comes out perfectly clean, I know it's not like cookies, your bread is done. Let it sit and cool in its pan. And then we will enjoy this so much. I'm so excited. The soup is cooking. The bread is cooking. I've got homemade pumpkin snickerdoodle cookies. Actually, they're not pumpkin snickerdoodles. They're pumpkin snickerdoodle cookies. It's amazing. This is what happens when it rains. I get bored and I cook a lot. This is also why I work out a ton. Bakers, when your bread is all done, look at this. It smells amazing. I am so excited to bite into this. Now, I'm only going to take a small bite because it is for our soup tonight. But it's yeasty and fluffy and good. Look at this. With that buttery top. This is delicious. Delicious as I choke on a piece of it. Warm with some butter and in that soup tonight. This is going to be good. You guys, try this bread recipe out. Let me know what you think.